For a long time people have been saying, Victoria Beckham, can she sing, can she write songs, what is she going to do? And I was nervous about that.
She was a global icon before she ever stepped into a recording booth alone. But as Spice Girls mania drew to a close, Victoria Beckham faced her most daunting challenge yet, defining herself outside the shadow of the little Gucci dress. This is the story of a solo career defined by high-stakes chart battles, experimental shifts in sound, and a relentless tabloid spotlight that turned every release into a national event. From the dance floors of London to the R&B studios of New York, this is the sonic evolution of Victoria Beckham.
I wanted to be in musicals. I wanted to be in, whether it was Cats or Starlight Express or, I wanted to be on Broadway. I wanted to musical theatre.
Because I have been knocked a lot and people have said, can't sing, can't dance, which, I always say, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't. But it does, I'm only human, and when people, are nasty about you, it can be upsetting. And it's been David really, behind me, encouraging me to do my own thing that's made me think, I'm going to give it a go.
How you doing? I'm Dane.
Hi, I'm Victoria, and today we are taking you behind the scenes on the video shoot of our new video,
which is called Out of Your Mind.
You're out of your mind.
After months of will she, won't she, the eagerly anticipated first solo project from Victoria Beckham is here, and it's something a little bit different.
You're out of your mind.
You're out of your mind. A lot of people are going to be surprised by it, but I think that's great. We've literally got a great underground garage song with a great vocal on by one of the biggest pop stars in the world. It's got everything, and you're on it as well. And it's got everything. It's just a good package.
That was good. No, I like that. That was good.
No, it's a great package, and it's set to turn heads, and I think it will.
Expensive lies, but you're playing for free. I gave you what you want, what you need.
The video, I think just futuristic was the main word in it.
And Matrix,
Matrix kind of vibe. I think it's just great to have us in characters. Instead of just seeing, Victoria and Dane, actually, we're characters in this. And, we've done a little bit of acting, and she's tried a bit as well. And it's been cool.
Just shut up. I think it's exaggerated versions of the two of us. It's kind of polished up, better, versions, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is. It's very theatrical. It works really well.
And like Melanie C, Victoria's rapidly grown her locks.
No, it's a bit different. No, this is just what the director wanted, this rug. I quite like it though, it's nice though, because usually, very short and spiky, so it's nice.
I think it looks good.
I feel a bit like Gabrielle though, it's all kind of going over.
Probably for the best.
Goodbye, my friend.
So surely the success of the rest of the Spice Girls solo ventures has made Victoria quietly confident.
It's scary. It was really scary when I remember the first time I went in to sing the song, and it was like, God, I haven't got my three, friends with me. But it's good fun, and in a way, it's easing myself in gently. I've still got somebody else with me, which is good.
And of course, hooking up with other established artists seems a tried and tested way of all of the Spice Girls launching their solo careers. So have the others heard Posh's collaboration?
Yes, they have. I was so nervous actually after I first got the finished version. I phoned up Melanie B and I was like, look, what do you think? Can you listen to it? And I was holding the phone next to the stereo, and they've all heard it, and they love it.
You're out of your mind. Gonna make this really easy for you.
I'm out of my mind.
I'm gonna show you I'm not crazy, boy, you're wasting my time.
I wouldn't say that I feel under pressure. I'm not one of these people that would live off of chart positions. I've kind of created this kind of hysteria, myself really, because, I haven't brought anything out yet. I just hope that people like the song, and And, you know, if they don't like it, then, you know, we'll still be doing it, you know, dancing around the living room.
Suckers, you're out of your mind. Ice cream, you're out of your mind. Ten Below, you're out of your mind. Dane, you're out of your mind. This tune's gonna punish you. Who do you think you are, telling me I've gone too far? You must be out of your mind. Telling your friends I was bugging you.
On the 14th of August 2000, Victoria stepped out from the group dynamic to release her debut solo single, Out of Your Mind. A high-octane collaboration with Dane Bowers and True Steppers, the track landed right in the middle of a media firestorm. Its release coincided with Spiller's Groove Jet, If This Ain't Love, featuring Sophie Ellis-Bextor. The tabloids were quick to pounce, dubbing the week Posh versus Posher. When the dust settled, Victoria's track reached a respectable number 2 on the UK singles chart, though she was beaten to the top spot by Spiller, who outsold her by 20,000 copies. Beyond the UK, Victoria's track proved its staying power, peaking at number 4 in Ireland and breaking into the top 10 in both Greece and Norway.
Thinking you were someone special. Time has shown, and now I know how wrong I have been. Always feeling like you're using me, confusing me, two-timing me. I can't remember how long has it been. Open your eyes, boy, you trouble me. Expensive lies, but you're playing for free. I gave you what you want, what you need. My time's a wasting, but for you it's a free. You're out of your mind. Gonna make this really easy for you. Gonna show you I'm not crazy, boy, you're wasting my time.
I'm not wasting your time.
You're out of your mind.
You're out of your mind.
Out of your mind.
You sing a song and people jump on you. What this guy is saying can't be true. All I'm saying is that some girls can drink. Stop bugging and make me wanna flip. I like the spice. Open your eyes, girl, you trouble me. Expensive lies, but you play it for free. I gave you what you want, what you need. My time is wasting, but for you it's a breeze.
You're out of your mind. Gonna make this really easy for
I'm
you.
out of my mind.
Gonna show you I'm not crazy, boy, you're wasting my time.
I'm not wasting your time.
You're out of your mind.
You're out of your mind.
Out of your mind. Gonna make this really easy for
I'm
you.
out of my mind.
Gonna show you I'm not crazy, boy, you're wasting my time.
I'm not wasting your time.
You're out of your mind.
You're out of your mind.
Out of your mind. True Steppers, you're out of your mind. Ice cream, you're out of your mind. Ten Below, you're out of your mind. Dane, you're out of your mind. This tune's gonna punish you.
Despite the solo momentum, the Spice Girls remained a priority. In October 2000, Victoria reunited with the group for their final studio album. The lead single, A side featuring Holla and Let Love Lead the Way, became the group's 9th UK number 1. However, the subsequent album, Forever, signalled a shift. Released that November with an edgier R&B influence, it received lukewarm reviews from critics. While it hit number 2 on the UK charts, the era marked the beginning of the end for the legendary girl group.
After the success of the Spice Girls, going solo was really, really nerve-wracking, but I really wanted to do it. On this album, I worked with Soul Shock and Carlin, who are two American producers that have worked with Whitney Houston and Tony Braxton. So working with me was a real shock. We've come to film these big time producers.
Yeah, so we should leave it.
Going from being in a band with 4 other strong personalities to all of a sudden finding yourself in LA with 2 producers who have worked with fantastic people that I've always admired from a really, really young age. Be on your own, you know, and singing in front of anybody is quite a daunting thing anyway.
But she definitely had a little concern because we've been working with so many big vocalists, you know, that when she came in to sing the song, you know, she almost said like, hey, you know, I'm not Whitney.
Yeah, shake face.
And we said we are aware of that.
See, they don't do bad, these producers.
We tried to get more out of her, you know, we really tried to make her sing those high notes and stuff, because the songs were maybe more R&B and we wanted to get some of that vibe in there. But she pulled it off though, definitely.
It's so strange because I'm only just starting to kind of see what I've been working on for the last 2 years. It's only now that you can really see where all the hard work's gone. You know, I've spent 18 months writing and recording it. Half of it I did in America, half of it in London. And I'm very excited, you know, I've put so much into this. You know, I think it's a very good pop album with some great dance tunes on there, some really lovely ballads. So I'm very excited, nervous at the same time, but excited that the lyrics in my album are very deep and very meaningful. I would say that it's a little bit more mature than the Spice Girls, but you can still hear that, you know, that sort of Spice influence that runs through the whole album.
With the group on hiatus, Victoria signed a solo deal with Virgin Records to forge her own path. She entered the studio with a powerhouse lineup of producers, names like Steve Kipner, Harvey Mason Jr. and Soulshock, and took a hands-on approach co-writing 9 of the album's 12 tracks.
Okay, so Not Such an Innocent Girl is one of my favourite tracks on the album. It's a good example of what's actually on the record. One of the last records that I actually recorded on the album, it was written by Steve Kipner, who wrote Genie in a Bottle for Christina Aguilera, and Andrew Frampton, who is an English writer. And I had great fun recording this record. As I said, it was one of the last songs that I recorded on the album, and it was quite funny because the whole album was finished, and then Steve actually came to me and he said, I've got this great song, you know, I think you should record it, you'd sound great on it. So I recorded it and loved it, and for me I just thought, what a fantastic starting point. It starts off by saying, first impressions can be wrong, so let me clear what's going on. Which is a good opening statement for me, because a lot of people think they know me because of what's in the press and what the media say. But for the first time, this isn't Posh Spice and the Spice Girls or Posh and Becks. You know, for the first time, this is Victoria Beckham. This is all about me. So that's why I particularly like this song. The concept of the video is that there's 2 different Victorias. A good girl, that's the innocent girl, which is all in white, with 6 dancers who are all in little dresses and high heels and very pretty and lots of jewellery, and the dancing's very girly and almost quite sort of Bob Fosse style, very musical. And then there's the bad girl, who is PVC trousers, string vest, bikini top, knee pads and a high ponytail. So and it's the 2 girls fighting with their gangs. So it's like a modern day Sharks and Jets, if you like, West Side Story. It's been good. It's kind of getting back into it, you know, because I haven't danced for a long time. But I've really, really enjoyed it. It's nice to actually, you know, when you're doing things in a group, you know, we never really concentrated a lot on the dancing side of things. So this is something a bit new for me. And Wale designed this, and the bad girl outfits were designed and made by Dolce & Gabbana. Stefano Gabbana phoned me, and we worked on some designs together and came up with the bad girl costumes, which are very bad, lots of PVC, lots of leather, string vests, and big chunky boots. And in actual fact, you know what's funny about the bad girl with a high ponytail? I look like Mel C. It's actually quite funny because when I'm dancing with me, it looks like it's me and Melanie, and it looks like the other three have left. And Virgin have said, you know what? You've got to carry on because you've still got a lot of money to make for us. So it's just been left with me and Mel C. That's what we look like.
The campaign officially began on the 17th of September 2001 with the release of Not Such an Innocent Girl. The song, written by Steve Kipner and Andrew Frampton, had a curious history. It was originally recorded by American singer Willa Ford, though Ford's version was never officially released. For Victoria, history repeated itself as she was thrust into another hyped chart battle, this time against Kylie Minogue's Can't Get You Out of My Head. By the 29th of September, the results were in. Victoria missed the top 5, peaking at number 6, while Kylie's Juggernaut debuted at number 1. On the 1st of October, Victoria's self-titled debut album arrived. Originally intended to be called Innocent Girl, the title was simplified just before release. Critics were harsh, taking aim at her vocals and the album's production. The competition with Kylie continued as the album went head-to-head with Kylie's Fever. Victoria's debut entered the UK album chart at number 10 on the 13th of October, while Kylie took the top spot. Despite a reported production cost of £5 million, the album saw modest sales of around 50,000 copies. However, the story of the debut didn't end in the 2000s. A surge of renewed interest in January 2026 saw the album unexpectedly climb back into the top 5 of the iTunes chart in the UK and Ireland. And on the 30th of January 2026, the album reached a new peak of number 38 on the UK album downloads chart.
When I first heard that record, if I'm being totally honest, I didn't like it. And I'm being completely honest.
I mean, the Kylie record is a fantastic record and probably almost the best thing she's ever put out in her career.
I'm quite an old-fashioned type songwriter. I like a song that has lyrics, that has a good melody. Now, I can't dispute that it has a very catchy melody, but I like a song that has a bit of emotion. And I have to say that last year when I brought out a dance record and I had effects on my voice like she has on her voice, I am still getting a caning for it now.
And I never could repay that look that's in your eyes. I could save up all my kisses till the end of time. So to pledge myself to you would be no sacrifice. All my love in my life till it's through. I owe you. Yes, I do. All my love in my life till it's through. I owe you.
A Mind of Its Own, another really lovely song. What I like about this is it's a good pop song with a really nice message running through it. Again, it was written by Steve Kipner and Andrew Frampton, and also myself. This is one of the first songs that I wrote with Steve and Andrew. I think it's got a really, really lovely verse, you know, the way that I do a very sexy bit of speaking on the verses, and then when the chorus comes in, it's a really big chorus. So I love this song, really, really like it.
Wrong video, please.
My heart's got a mind of its own. Won't listen to a word I say. Doesn't it know that I get hurt too when it acts that way? I'm not willing to be so open, transparent, no, not yet. What you get. My heart's got a mind of its own. Won't listen to a word I say. Doesn't it know that I get hurt too when it acts that way? 'Cause when it breaks, I break. I don't know how much more this I can take. Doesn't it know that I get hurt too?
Stop, slow down, take a deep breath. The album's second and final single, A Mind of Its Own, was released on the 11th of February 2002. Co-written by Victoria, the track reached number 6 in the UK, securing her third consecutive top 10 hit.
I look at you and I know you're trouble. I should run just as fast as I can. One smile, game over here in front of you. I say, I know you're only gonna burst my bubble. Trouble is my heart don't care. It's ignoring all the danger signs. Stop, slow down, take a deep breath, beware. I'm not willing to be so fearless, careless just yet. Is it what you get? My heart's got a mind of its own. Won't listen to a word I say. Doesn't it know that I get hurt too when it acts that way? 'Cause when it breaks, I break. I don't know how much more this I can take. Doesn't it know that I get hurt too when it acts that way? Too many times I've witnessed my heart make a fool of itself. So sure it's gonna turn out one way, always turns out being something else. My heart's got a real malfunction, always flipping into override. When I tell it to be sensible, it overrules my cynical mind. I'm not willing to be so open, transparent, no, not yet. What you get?
There's nothing that I can do. Heart's got a mind of its own. Won't listen to a word I say. Doesn't it know that I get hurt too when it acts that way? 'Cause when it breaks, I break. I don't know how much more of this I can take. Doesn't it know that I get hurt too when it acts that way? Heart's got a mind of its own. Won't listen to a word I say. Doesn't it know that I get hurt too when it acts that way? 'Cause when it breaks, I break. I don't know how much more of this I can take. When it acts
said stop, slow down, take a deep breath, and think about what I'm doing. Think about once bitten, twice shy. Stop, slow down, take a second before you rush right in. It's gonna be my tears you cry. Heart's got a mind of its own. Listen to what I say, 'cause you know that I get hurt too when it acts that way.
The album's doing well, but I think that, you know, like I was saying, people have so many preconceptions because of the success that we've had as a band. You know, the Spice Girls were huge all around the world, and I think the media expects that instant success with us all individually.
And doesn't it know that I get hurt too when it acts that way? When it breaks, I break. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Despite the chart's success, rumours swirled that Virgin Records intended to drop Victoria for failing to reach the UK top 3. While these rumours were initially denied, plans for a third single, I Wish, began to stall. The single, a remix featuring Robbie Craig, was even performed on Friday night's All Right TV show, but following the announcement of Victoria's second pregnancy, the release was shelved.
Wish that I could show you how. I'm feeling you.
Ultimately, her time with Virgin came to a close. Though reports suggested she was dropped alongside bandmates Emma Bunton and Melanie B, her publicist maintained that the deal had simply reached a natural end.
If you could read my mind, would you slap my face? Look at what's been said and done. Baby, I think you're the one. If I gave you the wrong impression, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I'm talking out my head, probably misled you. Confused, are you a little scared? I wish I could right now. Wish that I could show you how. Show me how. You, boy, I try. Boy, I try. I can't help badly. I want you to know.
What we doing in London?
I'm getting ready to take over the world in London. First of all, you know, I got with the Spice Girl, old Spice Girl, ex-Spice Girl Posh, you know what I mean? And everyone wants to question me, like, you know, Dame Dash can't work with Posh. I said, all right, everybody shut the fuck up. I'm gonna just play something for you. You don't tell me what's cool, I tell y'all what's cool, you know? So I'm gonna go to the Westwood show and put her something. I put her with MOP, you know, make it real gangster. She passed the MOP test, and then we did, as a matter of fact, we just did 6 records in 5 days. So, you know, she's thorough. You know, she doesn't like Armandale.
I don't mind it, I just prefer Smirnoff.
Oh God, but she keeps.
You know you've done
And I want to talk to you about this part of your career, what you do in music and that kind of stuff, and the way people talk about you in just a second. But you're working with some new guy who even I've heard of, Damon Dash. I've heard of him. I don't know why, but I'd heard his name. What does he do? Where is he from?
He's from New York, and he's the CEO of Rockefeller Record Company and Rockaware, and he's got a film company.
So this is a big company?
Yeah.
Okay. How come these guys who have all these companies, they look so scruffy, don't they?
It's kind of the hip-hop fashion,
That's
Jonathan,
what it is,
you know.
Brand
new trainers, wear them once, throw them out, you know.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, terrible waste.
And so now what happens here? You go to him and say, I want to work with you, or he comes to you, or the record company fixes this up? How does that happen?
No, I went to America and I was modelling for his clothing line. I did the campaign with Naomi Campbell.
Yeah.
And he just said, you know, you still doing music? And I said, yeah. So he got me into the studio. And it's a completely different world, you know, that they live in. I mean, it's hardcore hip-hop. And I just found it completely fascinating. You know, he took me into the studio, which was an absolute shithole, for want of a better word, in the middle of Times Square. And it was really rough, and it was a complete experience for me. It was really strange.
Were they, presumably they knew of you mainly from the Spice Girls, did they?
Yeah, and I mean, these guys, you know, I mean, they're very successful in their own right, but, you know, they're impressed. You know, the Spice Girls obviously sold a lot of records, And Damon is a very clever businessman, and he liked the idea of where my music was coming from and where his music was coming from, and the mixture of the two.
But you're saying your music, so this is something that you do, it's more from you, it's more personal than that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, when I left the Spice Girls, I was told by record companies, you know, what was expected of me. And this time round, you know, when I met up with Damon, I don't have to do this anymore. You know, it's not going to make me any more famous. It's not going to make me any more money. I just enjoy it. I enjoy music, and I wanted to do what I want to do, and that's what I've done with these records. You know, this is music that I like.
All your dreams come true. I'm waiting on you.
In 2002, a new chapter began with a £1.5 million contract with Telstar Records and 19 Management. Victoria initially explored an electro-pop sound for an album tentatively titled Open Your Eyes. However, her creative interests shifted toward R&B and hip-hop, and by 2003, she was working with mogul Damon Dash on a project titled Come Together.
Sign upon the door saying don't disturb this groove. You're not the only one knocking down my door. And I know that we had this
A promotional track, It's That Simple, featuring MOP, hit radio stations in July 2003 to mixed reactions.
Too low, so you can't have that.
Maybe I need to twist it a little bit more to the side.
Basically, I can't do something unless I really believe in it, and I'm really happy now with what's happening and the music that's going out there. And for the first time in my life, I can honestly say I don't care about chart positions. I think there's been so many people, you know, what's going to happen to this record. I just want people to hear. I've been holding on to this music for so long now. For me, I just want people to hear it. That's what's going to make me happy.
I think it's better in black and white. Oh, I love it in black and white. Yeah, it's half of it there.
We've done this before. Hair extensions, wind. He's the best at wind.
Working with Damon Dash over in New York and making that move towards R&B, what was that like? Was it difficult?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, me and David are very good friends with Damon, and I think there's been so many people saying, am I going to rap? You know, what we should have said is tune in next week and watch Posh rap, because that really would have been funny.
Posh hip hop.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. There's been so many rumours, am I going to rap? Is it heavy R&B? You know, it's not. It's a different sort of sound, but it is definitely not rap.
Now, the tracks won't be played out on the radio. It's kind of like an all-new Top of the Pops exclusive, a phrase that I should get very used to saying. What can your fans expect?
I just want it to be fun, you know, that's what I'm about. I think music is fun. There's two different sorts of music, two different directions, but it's still very me. It's all good fun. It's me. This groove, you know, I really, really like the song. It's about me looking fabulous, basically. I have been frolicking on beds, shiny floors, up against walls. What are you doing? They've made a lovely job of that floor. It's nice and shiny now.
You see, I made the decision.
It's only a matter of time before I slide arse over tit on that shiny floor. Look really uncool. These are French. You know, let's not go too close to the bikini line.
Not now, or there will be murder on the dance floor.
Can't you hear it in my voice the way I'm needing you?
They do it speeded up, so then I think they slow it down. So then you look really sexy.
Okay, let's launch. 1 hour, back at 10 to 1 hour.
I was really, really nervous at the start, especially with Let Your Head Go, because I just didn't know how people would take it. You know, I hope that people will realise that this is a complete Mickey take and that it's an exaggerated version of me and it's everything that everybody thinks I am. It's me basically poking fun at myself, and I hope that people can see that.
This is all perfect. That, look at that.
I'm a method actress. I just feel I need a few seconds before we begin to just get in the role.
Let Your Head Go, you know, it's great because you really get the opportunity to act like a complete cow and kind of stomp around and throw things around. I mean, it really is up my street when it comes to a sense of humour. I'm having a nightmare. I'm tossing and turning, and then I wake up from my nightmare and I look at the television and I spot my head on a crow's head and I panic, and then I get my comfort blanket, which is in actual fact my crown. I mean, everyone thinks this is funny. It's actually not a piss take at all, because this is really what I'm like. You would be amazed at my acting. Haven't I been fabulous? I'm a fabulous actress. I'm a great actress. My acting is eclipsing my dancing. Put a TV camera in front of me and I'll just talk crap for hours to it. So that's it. That's it. We've finished. Just hope it looks alright. Sure, it'll be fabulous.
Why have you chosen to let your fans decide?
You know, I had so many great records and I couldn't decide which one I wanted to put out. So put both records out and let everybody decide what they think.
To test the waters between her two musical identities, Victoria released a double A-side single on the 29th of December 2003, Let Your Head Go from the Pop Sessions, and This Groove from the Damon Dash Sessions. The direction of her career was essentially put to a public vote. On Top of the Pops, viewers chose their favourite song after watching both videos. This Groove would win the vote, and the double A-side went on to peak at number 3 in the UK.
It's not the silver screen, it's serious and not a game. I want you to come and listen to my body sing. Wanna hear my bell ring. I've been waiting, my time is wasting, anticipating the love of making all your dreams come true. You're hesitating, time is ticking, better hurry up.
Whilst Let Your Head Go was hailed by critics as some of her best work, internal disagreements persisted. Manager Simon Fuller was hesitant about Victoria's hip-hop direction when discussing plans to launch her music in the US. Before a definitive path could be chosen, Telstar Records announced bankruptcy in April 2004. Both albums were shelved. Disappointed by the timing, Victoria ultimately turned her focus towards the world of fashion. Although the albums were never officially released, they eventually would leak online in their entirety, becoming cult favourites among fans. Some of the hip-hop tracks did find a home on the 2004 video album The Real Beckhams.
Because you do get knocked for your music all the time, and you've got a nice enough voice, but it's not one of those voices like a Beyonce where people go, wow, is it? And it's never going to be.
No, I agree, but I think that nowadays there's lots of artists that it's more than just about the voice, you know, it's about the whole thing.
You can produce around it,
And it's about not even producing around it, you know, at the end of the day there's lots of fantastic backing singers that are never going to be stars. And why is that? There's just something that's not there, and I didn't want to be vain about it. I just wanted to have fun and enjoy myself, and I sometimes look at music videos and I want to see people what they're really like. That's what I'm really like. Everyone thinks I'm a miserable cow.
Well, do I need to say it, boy? You should know my love is for real. Don't make me explain it, boy. You should know the way that I feel. Got me one heart feeling, baby. Where my heart stopped breathing, baby. Do I need to say it, boy? You should know my love is for real. My love is for real. That's how I play it, boy. Caught in a crazy
The music story eventually came full circle. In 2007, the Spice Girls reunited for a massive world tour, earning the members a reported £10 million each. Their greatest hits arrived in November, followed by a sold-out tour in December. For Victoria, the motivation was personal. She wanted her children to see their mother as a pop star.
The idea of a Spice Girls reunion tour came up. David really encouraged you, and he said, you know, the kids have never seen you do this, and they need to see you do that. And I loved that. And aren't you glad they did get to see you do that?
I'm so glad I did it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. It was a really, really great time. But, you know, that was the moment when I realized that I loved the girls and I wouldn't be me if I hadn't have been with the girls. The girls made me realize I was enough. Before I was in the Spice Girls, I was so self-conscious, and they made me feel that I was good enough. But being on stage, I realized, as fun as it is, you know, it's not ultimately what I want to do anymore.
Her final musical performance came in August 2012 when the group reunited for a spectacular medley of Wannabe and Spice Up Your Life at the London Olympics closing ceremony. While the band would tour again in 2019, Victoria chose to remain focused on her fashion empire, leaving her solo discography as a fascinating time capsule of a woman navigating the peak of celebrity culture.
Do you know, I went to see Oasis recently.
Yeah, and you posted that thing saying, oh, I'm getting ideas.
It's tempting. It would be tempting, but could I take on a world tour? No, I can't. I have a job. But the idea,
Sphere.
oh my God, the Sphere is amazing.
Well,
you've been to
many times.
I've heard.
Yes.
It's amazing, right?
So good.
How good would the Spice Girls be at the
Yes. Okay. So you're so this is maybe a thought.
I love the idea of
Yes.
it. I mean, I don't know if I could even still sing. I mean, I was never that great.
You can sing, babe. You can sing.
In the doc, you sing like a cappella, and it sounds amazing.
Yes.
That's a natural gift.
Back where I belong now, was it just a dream? Feelings unfold, they will never be sold, and the secret's safe with me. Hasta mañana, always be right. Viva forever. Viva forever.
It's like riding a bike, right?
Yeah.
Victoria Beckham's solo career is often remembered through the lens of tabloid rivalries and industry shifts, but beneath the headlines lies a catalogue of pop experimentation and a refusal to be pigeonholed. Whether she was battling for the top spot or exploring underground R&B, she remained one of the most watched women in music history. Today, her legacy lives on, not just in the fashion houses of Paris, but in the songs that continue to find new life decades later.
Like I'm drowning when you're dragging me under and I can't hold on. I should have known better than to spend my life waiting for you.
Hi, thank you for watching this video and supporting the channel. Myself and Izzy, we really appreciate it. Just to let you know that the Buy Me a Coffee link is still in the description below, but we're also bringing back Pop Underrated Patreon. So if you would like to support the channel on a regular basis, you can do so now by clicking on the link in the description below and subscribing for just £5 a month. You'll get early access to the videos ahead of them going live on YouTube, as well as your name at the beginning of every video. We'll be doing regular polls, questions and answers, things like that, so that you can get more interactive and more involved in what the future content on the channel will look like. Buy Me a Coffee will still be active as well, so if you don't wish to become a subscribed member, you can just click on the link and buy me a coffee whenever you feel like it, and there is no subscription required. Thank you so much for your continued support, your likes, your comments, the people that have subscribed, those who haven't, what are you waiting for? But truly, thank you so much. I really hope that we can grow this channel even further, and I appreciate your support along the way.